All right, hello. This is your dreaded crypto channel coming at you. It's January 30th, 2022. All right, so it's been a few days. It's been kind of a rough week. I was really busy, and I just kind of wanted to wait for things to sort of simmer down before I kind of do any TA or speculative analysis, opinions about the market. This is definitely not, as they say, financial advice. It's just my perspectives on the market and what I'm doing. Um, So basically, what we have here, this is just on the hourly chart, but we have a lot of volume coming in. On this bottom, we had a lot of volume. That was on Monday. The S&P also had a ton of volume that came in on that bottom. And that was all in, I guess, prelude to the Federal Reserve announcement the interest rates. And we didn't get any rate hike, and it's probably looking like we probably won't get any rate hikes, probably for a while. Maybe March, but even then, most of my research is saying it's not going to happen. Not anytime too soon. Not until other countries start raising their rates. China and I believe lowered theirs, and I think Europe stayed the same or lowered theirs. So I mean, we're just trying to stay competitive. So as long as they're not being competitive, I don't think the U.S. dollar is going to be competitive, or they're not going to try to raise interest rates. To try to because like them just talking about it has crashed the market. So they'll probably leave it alone, and that's kind of where we're at right now. Bitcoin is so we went down to 33 and we've been bouncing. We're pulling back a little bit right now, but the CME gap is at about 36, I think, or something like that, 36.5. So we might get a little jolt down there, like tomorrow morning, or we have a support resistance at 36, about 36,000. I mean, maybe we come down a little bit. There's a chance we do get a double bottom. Maybe we come back down to 33 or 32, 30 again. Seems kind of unlikely. The only thing that would happen like a break of 30 or below, it's probably gonna be Ukraine getting invaded by Russia and or Biden having very aggressive regulations against crypto. Both pretty not probable, but they're possible. So that's where we're at there. Link is having a good bounce, and I think Link is likely at its bottom on the chart. Let's try to find a. I mean, the alts have been completely slaughtered, 60, 70% down. Been very, very bloody. Link, I cannot believe, like, all the fundamentals behind this coin. It's a great buy, but it's just, I can't believe it hasn't had more of a solid bull structure over this whole run over the last couple of years. But yeah, $17 right now. I want to zoom out and go to the 4 hour. While waiting for that. Crypto Fear Greed Index did raise a little bit. I believe it's at 26 or 28. I also need to wait for that to load up as well. One other thing that's a little slightly concerning is that open interest is increasing right now. So people are probably putting in long positions, which is a little bit worrisome because if that continues, then there could be another long squeeze going down to the 32K region. I'd be worried if it went up to like 11 or 12 right now, billion. But one good thing, this is Crown's Crypto Cave app. One good thing is the funding rates are negative. That means if you're holding a long position, the short positions are actually paying you, which tends to be, so these are the red, this is when the funding goes negative. When that happens, usually it's kind of a prelude to at least a bounce or some bullish activity. We're kind of, in that right now. It could go on another couple weeks. Hopefully this whole move is resolving soon, though. This has been a long grind. As far as coins that are doing the best, Chainlink I had already mentioned. Loopring was doing well. I think it had a big drop. Arweave, Tezos was on a big run. Engine, Helium, which I'm actually looking into helium mining. It has something to do with like you basically create a bandwidth to your local area, and you providing a wireless bandwidth to your community. You get rewarded in helium tokens. It's actually pretty cool. So it's decentralization for internet. And so instead of Verizon and Comcast having the ultimate say on everything, coverage. It's brilliant. It's just like the whole reason why we have decentralization, why we need it. It's all part of the whole thing. You know, centralized power will inherently become corrupt, whether it was meant to be or not. It's just how it is. Power corrupts. Um, yeah, I was looking at link. This the 4 hour. I mean, we've been hitting this level over the last couple of years multiple times. The $13, $14 region. I mean, maybe we go down. Maybe we break it. It actually kind of looks like it could be a giant descending triangle. It's like the link has been in a bear market for the entire bull market, which is interesting. Back to the crypto bubbles. This shows you what's been going on. Flow, I'm not familiar with that. HENT is helium. Arweave has something to do with the Solana. I believe it's the Oracle of the Solana blockchain. I could be wrong. I think that's what it is, though. An engine, of course, is Metaverse. Curve, loop ring. Okay, the Luna is probably getting close to a good buy zone. AVAX, Atom has been correcting pretty hard. That's probably getting close to a buy. Waves. Assuming we're not in a bear market. If we go into a bear market, this stuff's going to go down so hard. It's going to be very, very bad. Like, yeah, there's down 70% now. They're going to go down another 30%. Most of them. Many will die. So, yeah, but my whole thing is about a week ago, one of the last posts I made. I mean, the big area of concern is the VPVR support around 34,000. It's an area, you know, it's a range. It's not exactly a certain number in particular, but we're like in that range right now. This thing can, if we can get this thing to work. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, the VPR support is 32 to about 34, 35, and now we're building new support. And we do have some more support below us now than above us by a little bit. And I just see it. Maybe we get another bounce down to 35, maybe 34. But if we get a good close tonight above 35,000, that'll create a bullish setup for the week. But yeah, our next area to hit really is the $45,000, $47,000 range. There's not a whole lot above us to really hold resistance. I mean, so if we can get above 41, go up, reject at 45, hold 41 as support, and build back up, you know, back on up to the races. But I think a lot kind of depends on the fundamentals right now. Whales are sending their coins out into the exchanges right now, which is kind of concerning. Are they trying to dump or are they trying to pump? Or they just, you know, I don't know what they're trying to, hopefully just pumping. Maybe they're trying to create a giant short squeeze. That would be great. But hopefully they wait till tomorrow after the CME gap. So that's just what I've been looking at. I mean, if we do drop heavily below 31, 33, and we negate this entire accumulation range that we used over the summer, yeah, wick is one thing. But if we could go down heavy and hold down, I mean, that's a bear market, you know. But I think we're going to at least get a corrective rally up. Maybe up to 45 to 50K range, 47, 48. And then if we roll back down, then come back down and retest these levels, yeah, maybe we'll go into a bear market for a while. So just be vigilant. I mean, the thing is, everyone's been hodling their positions. There hasn't been much selling, so I think at the very least, we have a good run for a corrective rally first. Anyway, that's it for me right now. I just wanted to do a quick update video. Appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.